I know that those people aren't trying to make me feel bad. It's my own thing, but I just don't expose myself to it.
And I know a lot of people would say that like social media kind of contributes to that feeling of like I need to do it now, and like you're seeing what everybody else is doing, but you had this feeling like when you were first starting off, right?
Yeah.
So would you say that it is necessarily social media, or like how else do you think that that message of like you need to constantly stay on top of things?
I don't even know how your generation is going to cope. Like, I think it is horrendous. Like, I love social media, obviously. It's how we met.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's so many awesome things about it. I think you can learn, you can be inspired, you can, have connections. It's insane how many cool things there are. But it's also scary how bad it can make you feel.
That's so true.
And how just detrimental it can be to your mindset. Even myself, I really have to set up, no matter where I'm at today, I really have very specific boundaries when I open up my apps, because I'm so fiercely protective of my mindset that even if I see a quick image, in my mind I might flash a quick like, oh, I'm not as fit as her, or oh wow, she's on vacation and I'm not. Like any flash of that is negativity that I don't want to feed my mind, and I just did that intentionally. So I'm very careful about not feeding myself those things, but I worry that people will mistake inspiration, motivation, and believe that that's helping them when it might actually be making them feel worse about themselves.
That's so true.
Yeah.
What kind of like steps do you take to protect your mindset, like especially with social media?
Yeah. So I have to be self-aware and realize, like, even though I love this person and maybe they're even a friend, but every time I look at their social media, I have to be honest, I compare myself.
Yeah.
Then I unfollow them, or I hide their posts. And I'll, and that's hard because you're like, oh, is that person going to notice I've unfollowed them, right?
Exactly.
But it's like, it's what I have to do. It's what I have to do. I'm very careful not to look at the Explore page. Explore page will kill me. I'm like, because your eye goes right to that like half-naked girl, or the, whatever, the things that you're like, and then you look at it and then you get more of that because Instagram or whoever, Facebook, gives you more of those things. And I always feel really good about myself. I feel great about my body. I love my life. I love where I live. I love everything until I look at Instagram. And then I'm like, oh, wow, I should be more,
Yeah.
So I really am very careful. I don't, like, people say, did you see such and such on social media? I don't, because I only follow people who I know, like, I'm having fun catching up with their lives. I find them motivational, inspirational. I know that those people aren't trying to make me feel bad. It's my own thing, but I just don't expose myself to it.
That's smart.
Yeah.
So okay, back to this idea of more that you're kind of talking about. My friend, he's like always kind of been like my silent cheerleader. He'll just like send me like random inspirational things. And
is this a friend from college or high school?
From high school.
Okay.
And so I had posted this quote about like raising your standards and like kind of like pursuing this idea how it is important to want more in whatever aspect of life you're passionate about. And we kind of got into this debate almost about where do you draw the line with more? So like, because I know that there is like definitely the perspective of, like in his perspective was, well, it can teach people to like have anxiety or feel depressed about not having what other people have, and maybe they don't want to go on to be like a famous whatever X, Y, and Z. So but like my perspective was, but if you're like, even if like, like I look at my mom she's so passionate about being a mom, and she wanted to be the best mom she could to my sister and I. Exactly. So I would say that's pursuing more.
Yeah.